Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey, good afternoon, Facebook family. Welcome to another episode of Post Daily Dose with me, your trusted parenting advisor, faithful guide and servant on the healing journey. What's my name? Big Papa Brian+Post. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. I am coming to you from the beautiful little outside McKinleyville, Arcadia. So pulled over here. We've got a meeting this evening. Just wanted to see that that's a beautiful little tree back there. See that? It's very nice, very nice. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today, and hope you've had a productive day. I'm going to jump right in and talk to you this evening about what are your ask blueprints. What is your ask blueprint? Okay, A-S-K. What does that mean exactly? Well, when you were a child and you had a challenge or an issue or a problem or a need, you had to go and ask your parents. This is a big diesel truck. You had to go and ask your parents. I'm going to see if I can maintain the signal long enough to be right in front of. That's really pretty. It's got really amazing purple buds. Check it. Check that. See that? This is just natural stuff here in California. I continue to be the natural beauty that this state delivers. So when you were a child and you had a need, you had to ask. You had to ask an adult. You had to ask a teacher for help. That experience you had in asking for help and the response you received, individual, formed a blueprint for you. Stick with me. That blueprint created a framework around your ask for help. Your flexibility in asking for help. Your asking for help. The natural experience that request is going to be met with support. How many of you as children, upon asking, were rebuffed, or told you didn't have that need, or told you didn't need that, or told you need to get over it, or perhaps some of you didn't have anyone at all to ask. So though you had a need, you pretty much had to just figure it out. And where's Mimi today? I haven't seen Mimi. Maybe my thing's it's not scrolling. I haven't seen Mimi. I wonder where she's at. So you had to figure it out. So then what happens is that creates a working blueprint for you around asking. Now, where am I going with this? This is what happens. This is a part of the conflict that could potentially be happening with your child. Now, when you've got a blueprint that says asking for help, asking for support, having a need, does not lead to having that need met, then you end up having children who ask for needs, ask to have needs met, or perhaps they are needy. And your initial reaction to their need triggers your blueprint that automatically says they need to figure it out, or it's going to be okay, or they can take care of it themselves. And so essentially what it ties into is a stress reaction. your child's request for a need to be met is met in return by you with a stress reaction. And this could be nonverbal. This could be unconscious. This could be, it's just a vibration. Well, then the vibration that is triggered is actually one that is rooted in fear. So when your child, hey, thank you, Ashley D, for those 50 stars. Always makes Big Papa feel good when you rain them stars down on him. It makes me feel like I should have these purple flowers just dropping down from the heavens like Manya. Hey, Jason Palmer, good to see you, my friend. I did a podcast with Jason recently, and Christy, I think, was going to shoot that out. We'll have to post that on Facebook. I think I posted it on my personal page. We'll have to post that. Make sure you guys have access to that. The reaction, the internal reaction you have, gets mirrored to your child. See, we have something in our brain called mirror neurons, where when you look at someone, you are literally mirrored back, reflected back your own experience. Like when you look at someone and smile, what you are hoping to receive back is the reflection of a smile. That's why they call mirror neurons, because they mirror what other people are feeling and thinking. If you smile at someone and what mirrors back is hostility, then it creates an overwhelm, a stress reaction in your brain. Your children are always looking at you and mirroring back, being mirrored back. So when your children have a need, and your ask blueprint is one of self-sufficiency, so that even as an adult, you don't ask for help. If you're an adult and you don't ask for help, it's going to be really hard for you to support your children when they're in need, because that not asking for help comes from your own ask blueprint. And that's something that you have to look at, and I want you to think about it. Because just because those blueprints were established for you as a child, when you had a need and an adult didn't come and take care of you and didn't come and meet that need, does not mean that you now are not still deserving of support, or still deserving of encouragement, or still deserving of advice or wisdom or feedback. But your ask blueprint will keep you from asking for help when you need it. And so you have to challenge that as an adult, so that then you can create a new experience where your child starts to receive the acknowledgement that asking and having a need is okay, and that having a need can be met with understanding, can be met with support, can be met with compassion. This becomes very important, and it's just a minute little dynamic that plays out when as children and now adults and parents, we didn't always have our ask reciprocated in a positive, healthy way. And so I really just want to bring that to you guys' attention. Hello there, Tammy Kavanaugh from Michigan. I want to bring that to your attention, because that can create a real dichotomy in your relationship with your child when they're asking or when they're being needy. See, a lot of us have children who are needing, and the reason your child is needy is because they're insecure. You think they're needy because they manipulate you or something like that. It's not. They're insecure from attention, but a lot of times it's half attention. You have one hand on them and another, and your face is looking at your phone, or you're listening to them but you're thinking about your bills, or you're talking to them even, but you're not really making eye contact. You're busy doing something else. So then what happens is, physiologically, it doesn't create the same level of security that your child might need to help settle that anxiety and help settle that insecurity. Thank you so much, Megan Haas Riebman, for raining those stars down on Big Papa. More purple flowers for Big Papa this evening. So when you pay attention to the ask, it's not the ask of your child, it is the internal reaction within you that gets stirred up that is important to look at. Pay attention not to the ask of your child, but to the ask reaction that you have internally. Calm that down. Remind yourself that it's okay. It's okay to ask for support. It's okay for your child to ask for support. That you have within you everything that your child needs. It's not outside of you, it's within you. Sometimes you're too tired to give it, and that's okay. But you have within you everything your child needs, and a lot of times what your child needs is just for you to look at them with loving and kind eyes, and all the ask requires. But it's a little dynamic that shows up in family. Spend enough time talking about, so that's why I'm talking. Remember, in any given situation, we always have two choices. Back from our same blueprint, overwhelm, and remember, those blueprints can go back generations, and usually they do. This is what makes it so sometimes so difficult. So we can react from those same old blueprints of stress, fear, and overwhelm, or we can stop at any given moment. We can slow down. We can take our 3 to 10 deep breaths, and we can choose love. We all have that ability. You have that ability. You have the power. You have the power. You have the power, and you have the power. You can overcome fear. God bless you. Big Papa loves you. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Tomorrow's Friday. Feels good. It's been a good week. We'll see you tomorrow.